Hey guys, in today's lesson video, I'm going to talk about a downswing secret move that most everyday golfers will not even know about, or they might even strongly disagree with. It might be a little bit controversial at first, but if you guys just watch the whole video, I guarantee you it'll make sense. So in the downswing, whether you have issues with direction, contact, speed, or distance, so that's like every single swing fault that you could think about. If you have a problem with your downswing, I guarantee you if you watch this lesson video, it'll really help you out. So in today's lesson video, we're going to talk about the roles of our arms and the roles of our body, because yes, it is totally different. I know that when you see a professional golfer on tour, because their arms and their body and the club is all in sync, it looks like everything's kind of moving together, but because the timing is in sync does not mean that the movements are the same movement. But most everyday golfers, when they struggle, is because they think that everything should happen together. And it's another reason why they struggle is because there's roles of their body and the roles of your arms in the downswing, but they either try to do the roles of their arms with their body, or they try to do the roles of their body with their arms. And hopefully that I could clarify what I mean by that in today's lesson video. So the first move I'm going to show you is from the top of my backswing. If I show you this move right here, what does this look like to you guys? It kind of looks like a flip. It kind of looks like whatever it is, it looks like it's happening way too early. I think everyone would agree with that. But unfortunately, that's the correct movement. And that's what you guys have to understand, because if I have a battery inside my body, and if the battery just dies out, what you guys have to understand is that the roles of my arms in the downswing is this move right here. To dump out all the angles and almost immediately release the golf club. So when my hands are kind of somewhere towards my right thigh, the club head should be already passing my left thigh in this fashion right here. This is the roles of my arms in the downswing. And before you guys call me crazy, before you guys turn off the video, let me explain. So that's the roles of my arms. So if I have this alignment stick in the middle of my stance, this is the right side of my body and this is the left side. The release should happen on the right side of my body. The release should happen on the right side of my body. But obviously this is like a flip and this is way too early. But if I do that same motion, but if I go to the top of my backswing, and if I add my body movement, if I shift my weight into my lead side first, and then if I do that same motion with my arms, immediately releasing it, but if I also gradually rotate open towards the target, notice how it does not look that extreme. So what I want to get at is that every golfer nowadays, they want that lag, they want that forward shaft lean, and they want all that good stuff to happen. But what you guys have to understand is that pulling the golf club down, so from the top of our backswing, because the golf club is in a higher position, it started here, but it got higher, so it does have to pull down. But the pulling down motion, the lagging motion, and the forward shaft lean motion, that's the roles of my body, not my arms, my hands. So what most everyday golfers are trying to do now is that they're getting their hands to move forward like this. They're getting their hands to move forward, but that's unfortunately the roles of my body. And that's why our timing is going to be off. And that's why our sequence is going to be totally off. And that's why we're going to struggle with our contact, low point, distance, speed, and all that good stuff. And even ball flight and even going left to right. So direction wise. So what you guys have to understand is that if I drop the golf club for a second, now let's talk about the roles of my body. So if I make a backswing, notice where my hand position is right here. If I shift my weight from my right side into my left side, notice how from this position, my hands are moving closer towards the target. So from this position, if I shift my weight into my lead side, my hands move closer towards the target. That's where the pulling motion comes from. I'm not pulling my hands into the slot, into a forward shafting position. I'm keeping my hands here, and then I'm shifting my weight from my right side into my left side. Then notice how my hands are pulled towards the target. Then from this position, if I keep my hands in this position, and if I rotate my body towards the target, notice how my hands are continuously moving forward without getting my arms, my hands to be pulled forward. So what you guys have to understand is that the roles of your arms and the roles of your body is completely different. So what you have to understand is that if I go to the top of my backswing, if I shift my weight into my lead side, my hands are going to be kind of pulled into the slot. Then from this position, if I rotate my body open, notice how I have the golf club in a good forward shaft lean position. And then if I rotate more, the club is going to move towards into my follow through position. That's the roles of my body. The golf club being pulled down into the slot, the club and my handle being pulled forward into a good forward shaft lean position. That's the role of my body. The roles of my arms, my hands is to immediately release the golf club this way. So what happens is that if I show you guys the correct sequence, if I go to the top of my backswing, if I shift my weight into my lead side first, the golf club is going to fall into the slot. Then from this position, if I immediately release the angles like this, while I gradually rotate open, I guarantee you the golf swing is not going to look as extreme, and we're not going to bottom out the golf club over here. So if I don't have any movement with my body, and the only thing I have in my arms and my hands, I should be hitting fat behind the golf ball over here. But because I have a weight shift, I pull the golf club into the slot, and because I gradually rotate open, we're going to have forward shafting and all that good stuff. But the forward movement is not with my arms and my hands pulling forward. My arms and my hands should be releasing. But if I shift my weight into my lead side, and if I have that same release while I open up, then I'm going to have all the good movements in once, and my body and my arms are going to be in sync, but we're doing totally two different things. So one more time. My handle moving forward is the rolls of my body. The rolls of my arms is to let out all the angles. I think that's the easiest way to put it. Let me get this ball in a good position. So the pulling motion, this motion, the forward shafting motion, that's the rolls of my body. The weight shift and the gradual rotation towards the target is going to get my hands into a good position. Moving forward, my rolls of my arms and my hands is to release the golf club in this fashion right here. I don't have to pull my arms and my hands forward because my body's already doing that. So I don't have to pull it forward. If I pull the hands forward after my body did the correct movement, then the release is always going to be late, and I'm always going to hit kind of a block miss off towards the right. So what I want to do is I want to shift my weight into my lead side, and I want to release the golf club as soon as possible with my arms and my hands over here. And with the gradual motion of my body, we'll be in a good position. So if you guys like the lesson video, please like and subscribe to help my channel grow. And for in-person or online lessons, I'll leave all the information in the description below. Thanks, guys.